We'll move to the update on True the Vote complaint, which I think is Ryan Germany. So, Mr. Germany, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Ryan Germany. I'm the General Counsel at Secretary of State's office. I wanted to give the board members a quick update on the complaint from True the Vote that we received that we are investigating. At the last meeting, the board members authorized subpoenas to go out. Those subpoenas have been sent. We are in discussions with True the Vote's lawyers about receiving information, and we look forward to receiving that information so that we can fully investigate these claims. True the Vote does have some genuine concerns about confidentiality of information, and so we're trying to work with them to resolve those concerns. It could be a situation where we end up needing to go to court and have the protection of a court order to protect confidentiality. So that's where we are with this. We have not yet received information, but we're in discussions with their lawyers. At this point, I would ask the board to authorize the AG's office to take appropriate action if it does come to a point where we need to go to court to enforce the subpoenas or get a protective order. I would ask the board to authorize the AG's office to take that action if it becomes necessary.
That's a request for a motion. The chair will entertain a motion if the board member would like to make one.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. We have Sarah and Ed have both moved and seconded. Doctor? Discussion.
So I'm very...
Oh, sorry, my fault.
I'm very concerned about confidentiality and actually the safety and well-being of said whistleblower. Do we have any information about the whistleblower?
Not at this point, no ma'am.
Is there any indication that the whistleblower was discovered and harmed?
We don't have any information about the whistleblower at this point. We've requested that information.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, while within the court system, there are procedures for assisting in confidentiality for a whistleblower. But given the allegations that True the Vote came forward with, I believe that it is incumbent of us and the Attorney General to pursue those allegations and to see if it indeed has any merit or not. And I would encourage True the Vote to cooperate with us and cooperate with the Attorney General to set up the necessary safeguards for any whistleblower, which can be done through the court system. But let's get to whether or not these allegations have any merit or not. I was a little bit concerned that in one publication, someone from True the Vote was quoted as saying that he felt that the subpoenas were an attempt to intimidate True the Vote and harass True the Vote. I believe that was the term that was used in this publication. I certainly hope that didn't accurately reflect True the Vote's true feelings. And I certainly hope that they will, and they will work with the AG to set up the necessary safeguards for any whistleblower. But let's move forward with the investigation. And the only way we can do so is if someone comes forward with specific evidence, with someone who can testify. For that reason, I believe that it's incumbent upon us to have the AG move forward.
I do not want to put the the well-being or safety of somebody in jeopardy. And I think we need to have a mechanism to offer protection to the necessary parties before we can really proceed with this investigation.
I think the mechanism to do that is what we're discussing. I think a court order could assist with that. And that's why I'm asking the board to authorize the AG to take appropriate action, both to enforce the subpoena if it becomes necessary, but also to ensure, sufficient confidentiality of information.
Any further discussion? Any further discussion? If not, at this time, we're ready to proceed with the motion to authorize subpoenas with instruction. All those in favor would say aye. All those opposed would say nay. Motion carries. Mr. Germany, the floor is still yours.
That's all I have on the Truth the Vote complaint, Mr. Chairman.